if you didn't already interact with this beautiful sound healing here. Everyone love it? Yes. Outstanding, right? You feel your energy change? You can do that at home with just using your breath and with music also. So I'm Rebecca Satori, and I have been in the coaching industry for 11 years now. I coach small businesses and entrepreneurs. And I just wanted to say a few words before Michael is going to take the stage here. So there are divinely appointed reasons that we are all here today. And for me, I agreed in soul form to make this all happen. And you'll hear more about that later probably. I'll share more about it later. But for now, what I wanted to share with you is a divine experience that I had with my son, who is now 18 years old. So when he was 5, I'm from the Maryland area. So when he was 5, we went to Ocean City, Maryland. And I had just started to learn about manifesting. This is, of course, 13 years ago. And so I didn't really know what I was doing, but I thought, let me teach him about this manifesting thing. So I asked him what kind of a seashell he wanted to find on the beach. And we both decided that we wanted to have a big giant conch shell. And I had envisioned a blue conch shell, and he had envisioned a white conch shell. Now, for those of you who have ever been to Ocean City, Maryland, you will know that they are very rare and you will probably never find one. I thought a beach story would be appropriate here for Sarasota, right? Yeah. So we all week long and we're holding this intention and waiting and anticipating and keeping the faith. Unwavering, keeping the faith. Believing from the end. Praying from the end. So, one day after a storm, he and I went down for a walk, and it was just the waves were crazier than regular, all this stuff. So we're walking along, and I see when a wave coming up, and there's something big in it, and I was like, no way, is this for real? Well, sure enough, it was a conch shell, and he goes running down the beach. Now, keep in mind, he's 5, running down the beach, and picks it up, and he's like, Mom, it worked. Okay? And so I always think it's fascinating why God makes you look in a certain direction at a certain time for a certain reason to see a certain thing, right?
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, divinely appointed, I look up towards the street from the ocean, and I see a couple standing there, and they're dressed up, so they're not going to come onto the sand, of course, and they're just watching. They're just looking. So I said to Jacinto, which is my oldest son's name, I said, Jacinto, I want you to take this seashell to this couple that's standing up here and give it to them. And he looks at me like I have 14 heads. Like, what do you mean? We've been, manifesting this thing all week. I finally got it, and now. So he walks up to them, and I have no idea till this day how it impacted them. That's not my business, it's God's. But he walked up to them, gave them this giant conch shell, and came back to me. And we kept walking, and literally a minute later, there were so many conch shells washing up from the ocean waves. We could not even carry them all. We carried them and put them down. We gave them to other people walking by, and we walked home with 2, one blue and one red. So I leave you with this. You never know how your presence will impact someone else. And when you are blessed with abundance and you give it away, God will bless you more than you can ever imagine. Thank you all for being here.